Namaste, everyone. So, welcome to the Achievements of Bharat video series. In this series, we will give you an overview of each chapter. There are a lot of details on the topics that are available over internet, and we encourage you guys to explore those. And all the chapters in this book is very interesting, and it is very worth to know. So, this is about the first chapter, that is on the ancient civilization. So, let's go to the first slide. In the slide, you can see the geography and the timelines. This civilization is also known as Indus Valley civilization because this was grown on the banks of river Indus, or it is also called as the Sindhu River. The place is currently in the modern day Pakistan, and this is one of the three oldest civilizations. So we have Mesopotamian, Egyptian civilization as well, Australian Aboriginal civilization that is also there. So this is one of the oldest known civilizations. This civilization is categorized into three phases. I think it is early, which is almost 5,000 years BC. That means almost 7,000 years from now. Earlier, 7,000 years earlier. So middle around 4,000, and the mature is on 2,900 years BC. So the two important cities by the name it is also known as, which is Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and this is a world's UNESCO World Heritage Center, which is since 1980. So you may heard about some of these heritage centers. So Hampi is one of the heritage center. So this is also one of the World Heritage Center. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. You will be amazed to know that 1,400 cities and towns were built at this civilization. So this is the biggest city was known as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These two were known as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro cities, which is assumed to have almost 80,000 people living in these cities. So the names of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were given in the later times. So initially, it was not. It is not called as. Wouldn't have been called as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. And actually, historians also doesn't know how these cities were named. So what is the name of these actual cities? Because it is something the historians are not able to decipher the script. So Mohenjo-daro is considered as world's earliest urban settlement. So when you hear this word urban settlement, it is nothing but it is a city kind of a thing. So urban settlement is a high density of human created structures. A city or a town that can be called as an urban settlement. So a city, so Bangalore is an urban settlement. So something like that. So this is an earliest known city in the for the human race. So which is a Mohenjo-daro. So the meaning, the Mohenjo-daro is from the word Sindhi. So the actual meaning of Mohenjo-daro is a Mount of Dead Men. So this city is very vast. So it is almost 300 acres. 300 hectares. So 1 hectare is 2.4 acres. So it may be almost 600, almost more than 600, 750, almost 750 acres of land. Let's go to the next one. Whenever we hear about Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, so we hear about the construction. So the people of the civilization were extremely intelligent and advanced for their time. They were learning quickly and uses of different building materials and tools and the best structural layouts for the towns. At that time only they were having this kind of a knowledge. The homes and the public buildings seem to almost luxurious for their time, having sophisticated plumbing setup and being multi-level houses. The houses were the houses are multi-level, so it is very luxurious compared to their time. and functional and hygienic building plans were mostly consistent throughout the generation and kept the civilizations alive. We are talking about some 1,000 years. So when this civilization was existed, so throughout the buildings were consistent and kept all civilizations alive. The Indus Valley people had well built and well organized town planning. If you see the town planning, so this is what analysis from modern engineering. So they say the towns were rectangular with straight walls, all facing north, south, east, west, and the straight streets that formed a pattern like a grid and divided the city into block sections. So each city was very well planned. So it is like a block, it's like a grid. The center of a city is often a simple citadel, a mold like a stronghold where the people would go to the protection if ever under attack. So there used to be attacks from any neighboring civilization or what or something like that. So that people used to come into the center of the city center, what we call now. So it is something that was also available over there. The people of the valley discovered new techniques of building with metals that were mined or imported and formed this successfully. And from this, successfully, they produced lead, copper, tin, and bronze. So they knew all these different usage of these metals. From these metals, they constructed some tools and they used these tools to for the construction and for the agriculture. So you can go through the details written over here. And these cities, this construction is also known as engineering masterpiece of the time. So we'll go to the next slide. So you can see the different pictures over here. So on the one, what you on the left hand down picture. So this is something called as a great granary. So that is what it is there. On the top is the drainage system. On that one, on the right, what you see is that one on the great bath. So this is a common picture. So some ritual bathings that used to happen over here. So that is what has been shown over here. And on this one, it is about a statue, something to do with the religion and faith and the social system. Let's go to the next one. Script. So the Indus script is also known as the Harappan script, is a corpus of symbols produced by the Indus Valley civilization. On the center of the screen, you can see that one, that is various symbols. So most inscription containing these symbols are extremely short, making it difficult to judge whether or not these symbols constituted a script used to record a language or even symbolize a writing system. So it is not even known until date. So how we can decipher these systems, these scripts, whatever has been provided. So this is something is yet to be explored. So this script, so with an average of just 4 or 5 signs that was deciphered, and the brevity of most inscription poses a challenge for decipherment effort. So what happens is that one, so the deciphering of this particular script will become increasingly challenged, whether we are not in the scholars who are deciphering this one, they are not even concluded whether this is actually a script or it is communicating something else. And there are additional things that we have to think about. You can explore. These are very interesting things. So agriculture and farming. Indus Valley was a very advanced in their water and irrigation system. So Indus Valley had one of the world's first water irrigation systems in farming. These people of the Indus Valley had harnessed the power of irrigation systems and the water supply. It allowed the people to provide for themselves and others a stationary manner and produce of the crops at a mass extent, allowing them to neglect their old nomadic ways. Means, so what? they need not go in search of a food. Rather than they are farming on their own with this advanced irrigation system, usage of water, and they used to grow crops over there. The earliest farming agriculture system that was from this place. They knew metallurgy. The metallurgy is knowledge of metals and the alloys, and these are used in the construction and agriculture. So, which metal to use? So, what to do? That is, suppose a plow has to be done. So, how it has to be done? All those things they knew at the time itself. Dentistry, they also knew dentistry. The world's first dentist would have been from this civilization. So what we go for a toothache or something with for the treatment with a dentist. So this was something you can trace back to nearly 5,000, 6,000 years before. The next one is the health and sanitization. The cities of Indus Valley civilization had world's first known urban sanitation system. Now, what we call this one as a sewage, the underground piping system, manholes, all these things, everything. So, this was something which was planned by these cities somewhat 5,000 to 6,000 years before. So all these houses were equipped with the toilets, bathing houses, and sewage drains, which was emptied into a wider public drains, and ultimately deposited the fertile sludge on the surrounding agricultural fields. They knew this one. So the fertility of the human waste. So that was also going to the nearby agricultural fields. So this is something that one is remarkably. Something that we have to note. So some houses were even equipped with the world's earliest known flush toilets. So flush toilets, you can see that one, which is now in most of the modern houses. So this can be traced back to 5,000 years back. So that is where in the Indian Indus Valley civilization. So they were the sanitization and health and cleanliness. That this is what something which was focused even at that time. Next is the trade and measurement techniques. As the people of the valley had harnessed the power of technology such as carts and boats, they used to have a different bullock cart or a boat. People could trade goods not only just with the people of Indus Valley civilization, but with others as well. So there are records that they were trading with China, they were trading with Mesopotamia and Persia. They also known to trade with the Arabian Gulf region, central parts of Asia, and portions of Afghanistan and northwestern India. Some goods that were traded were terracotta pots, beads, gold, silver, colored gems like turquoise, lapis lazuli, metals, flints, seashells, and pearls. So all these things were that is something that was traded. And if you see in that one, in their symbols also, we see that one, there use swastiks that was used. So that was something which was used for good luck at the time itself. And they also formed, why I'm saying this one is that also there may be religious and faith. That one also you may have to look into. And Indus Valley people practiced the form of yoga and meditation also at that time. So Indus Valley people built bath houses and practiced ritual bathing. So even we follow at certain times. Okay, with that we come to an end of this presentation. Thank you very much for watching. So we will have follow-up session to discuss about this. So please share your feedback on this video and when we discuss this on the session and also in the WhatsApp groups. Thank you. Thank you very much.